crack the code of your sleep and dreams so you can sleep sound and dream deep. This evening's subject, excuse me, is about sleepwalking or somnambulism, which is the technical term. And it's not a subject that people talk about very much, but with so many people having sleep disturbances these days, and crazy dreams, somnambulism that they're also dealing with, but not talking about very much. So, what exactly is somnambulism or sleepwalking? It can be described as walking or carrying out complex activities without being fully awake. And most likely, the person is in a very deep sleep. Well, who suffers from this? Generally, it's children, but teenagers and adults can also be subject to this particular sleep disorder. And what seems to trigger it can be a number of things, such as poor sleep, anxiety and stress is a big one. Drinking too much alcohol or taking recreational drugs can be a problem. Medication, particularly sedatives, can set it off or worsen it. Being startled by a sudden noise or touch while someone is in a deep sleep. Sometimes the need to use the toilet. You're in a deep sleep, but you're woken up because your bladder is full. And sleep disorders, other sleep disorders, such as sleep apnea, where you stop breathing, or restless leg syndrome. So, what exactly happens? When the person goes into this state? Well, some of the things that you may notice is that though their eyes may be open, they're not seeing you. They're looking through you. I think Shakespeare talks about it as being the eyes are open, but the sense is asleep. So that the eyes are wide open, but the brain is focused inward and not taking in exactly what's going on around them. You may find that someone may just suddenly sit up in bed and look around, or actually get up and start walking around the house, maybe opening cupboards and things. In extreme cases, they may actually leave, may or may not be a dangerous thing. Now, these episodes may last approximately 10 minutes and perhaps a little bit longer. And generally, at the end of these episodes, the person will just wake up, return to bed, and go back to sleep. Now, the question is often asked, well, or the theory is that you shouldn't wake a person who is sleepwalking. Well, actually, that's not quite true. If you do encounter someone who may be sleepwalking for whatever reason, the first thing you need to do is make sure that they and you are safe. If they're going into the kitchen and looking to pick up knives and start chopping vegetables, you may want to stop them from doing that. They may decide that they want to go for a drive. I don't think that that's a very good idea either. But what you should do is to try to gently guide them back to bed, and in some cases, gently wake them, because the one thing that will happen as a result, if you wake them up in a gentle way, they won't have another sleepwalking episode, at least that night. They only will occur once in that sleep cycle. But one thing you must never, never, never do is to shout at them or startle them or restrain them forcibly in any way, unless they're really in some kind of danger, because what may happen is that they'll just have an automatic reaction and lash out at you. In terms of treatment, there is no real treatment for sleepwalking, but there are various things that you can do that can help improve or reduce the incidence, or perhaps even eliminate the incidence, the primary thing is reducing stress. The stress is they say is responsible for 80% of the things that make us sick. I think it's 100% actually. But in any case, reducing stress will certainly help, because if this stress that's not thrown off during the day will come back and bite us on the butt when we go to sleep. There are other things, things to increase relaxation. There may be things with regard to diet, checking with your doctor to see if there isn't an underlying medical reason that you're not sleeping, such as sleep apnea or some other sleep disturbance. There, the ways of addressing sleeplessness and sleepwalking depends on the person, but the primary thing is to find out what stressors are actually provoking the person to get up in the first place. It may be related to work, it may be related to personal things, it may be something physical like getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom. But in order to be able to address the problem, you have to know exactly what's causing the problem. And in serious cases, they can be referred by your doctor to a sleep clinic to find out what may be going on with you, if it's something that's chronic and really problematic for you. So that's a little bit about sleepwalking, and hopefully none of us will ever have occasion to either be the sleepwalker or to have to deal with someone who is sleepwalking. But if you're not sleeping well, you can get help. I'm available to give it advice and suggestions, the things, easy, simple, drug-free ways to be able to get some decent night's sleep. And in fact, I created a flower essence blend, a vibrational essence called Sleep Easy, which is made up of a combination of essences that will help to relax and soothe you so that you can fall asleep easily and stay asleep rather than waking up. If you'd like to know more about how Sleep Easy can help you, you can contact me for a complimentary slip into sleep session and find out more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Have a great evening and a wonderful week ahead, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.